very good afternoon. My name is Munasha Mkahlera and welcome to ZTN News Blitz. Let's take a look at our top stories. Cyclone Zimbabwe on high alert. Plans to end Beitbridge border post congestion. We'll give you more. Ja praises Christmas wish. And in sports, Kwangwa's Christmas love. With tropical cyclone Cyclone expected to reach Zimbabwe on December 31, authorities in Harare are working to avoid damage of the magnitude inflicted by Cyclone Idai in 2019. Thousands of people were displaced while hundreds were killed. Department of Civil Protection Director Nathan Nkomo says a budget has been drawn up to ensure damage is minimal.
And have even requested for more resources from Treasury. It's a reasonable amount.
Meteorological Services Department Chief Forecaster James Ngoma says the tropical depression is headed towards Mozambique, at least for now.
The weather forecast courtesy of the Met Department. As we enter the festive season, please note that the Met Department is currently watching a tropical depression which is to the northeast of Mauritius and expected to be approaching towards Madagascar as we get towards the weekend. As such, this tropical depression is projected to intensify and strengthen into a tropical cyclone in the days ahead. So the Met Department will continue to take watch and keep the public informed of its development. That's all for our weather and forecast.
With every minute that passes, it becomes more likely that travelers will be spending Christmas at Beitbridge border post. Because of the curfew at the border and COVID-19 tests and verifications, clearing traffic is taking longer than normal, even during peak times like this festive period. Safety and health concerns have now gripped many of the affected travelers who have no access to ablution facilities and warm meals. The Zimbabwe government is meeting to chart a way forward. Acting chairperson of the COVID-19 Interministerial Task Force, Professor Amon Murwira, says adjusting an existing curfew will be among issues on the agenda. Taku Chambakwe spoke to Professor Murwira just before the meeting.
We are having a meeting at 2 o'clock, Taku, just to get the facts about Beitbridge.
Okay.
Before we even go to what to adjust, we have to establish the facts first. So we are going to establish those facts at 2 o'clock today.
Okay.
And when we have established those facts, we will be able to adjust solution.
If by now you haven't shipped your Christmas gifts, it may be too late to make any purchases, as many are stuck in queues to access hard cash or proceeds from loved ones in the diaspora. The inevitable rush to brick and mortar stores will be cumbersome as shops are limiting numbers according to COVID-19 guidelines. ZTN correspondent Patience Namburo was on the streets of Harare earlier.
Because the lockdown yanga katisungira kama zoeza kuti tinazo ngwavha mari dze Christmas, but iko zvino izvi manje zvakuita kunge zvanani because corona yaita kunge yatidzikirei.
Vanhu vakaipanda mari pakati apa vachingonyepera kuti mwedzi wegonzo asi vachitoita mari, saka tiri kuona vanhu makiu arimo vari kutenga zvekutenga zviya zvinhu mapuraisi US harisi kungooneka kuti US rinonetsa.
Maonero angu kazvinhu zviri kutengeka, vanhu vari kungochema zvavasi mari vanadzo.
Vanhu vari kurwadziwa nazvo havana mari, izvozvi zvabva zvangosangana nezvikoro zvichavhurwa futi muna January. Saka kureva kutiko anongoitawo mistake kutenga zvinhu zviri kudhura zvareva kuti nevana vechikoro vachatadza kuenda kuchikoro.
Macommodities ese ari available ndozvatiri kunyanyotenda pane as compared nemachristmas emamwe makore apfuura ka but this time zvinenge zviri nani because zvinhu zvese zvauri kuda zvingave zvinotidhurei hazvo nenyaya yeRTGS ndatiri kushandisa, but ukaenda kumatakshop kune mabetter price nenyaya yekuti vari kutengesa neUS.
Now moving on, conflict between artisanal miners and big mining firms in Zimbabwe are common. Cases of artisanal miners, commonly known as makorokoza, invading claims belonging to registered mining companies are well documented. Such disputes have led to production being halted in some instances. Duration Gold Mines experienced this ordeal between 2018 and 2019 when one of its mines, Gaika, was invaded by illegal miners, only to be rescued by the government, which intervened and restored sanity. Learning from this period, the mining firm has smoked a peace pipe with its erstwhile enemies. The two parties have formed a flourishing partnership. Takudzwa Chambakwe was in Vuma to learn more.
Legend in gold-rich areas in Zimbabwe has it that the mineral is mystical. They are rites that should be followed if one is to succeed in gold mining. It's further claimed that conflict among miners makes the mineral elusive. The plausibility of this claim may be questionable, but those in the mining sector believe the folklore anyway. A gold mining firm based in the Midlands province has moved to quell age-old conflict with artisanal miners at one of its mines. Duration Gold Mine has partnered artisanal miners, allowing them to operate at mine dumps at Athens Mine in Mvuma. These dumps carry significant deposits of precious minerals. Proceeds from the dumps are then shared equally between the mine and the artisanal miners. Athens mine manager Maulani Piri believes the partnership has eliminated conflict between the mine and artisanal miners.
We've got about 88 artisan miners that we also engaged since we had some cry from the village when I came here, saying the youth are not getting employment from the MP. Then we had to discuss, and we told him to bring all those that need employment. Then we incorporated them into the system. So now those illegal mining is stopped.
Dave Easterbrook, the mine's asset and development manager, says gold output at the mine has been rising since May owing to this partnership.
And as I say, I always like these type of things because you can just look at it and it says, hey, what's going on there? Why is that one like that? And as I say, that's not where we're stopping. Okay, so next year we'll be wanting to go off, and this particular graph is shown to staff here so they can see how changes and their input are affecting the overall production.
To get a better appreciation of how this partnership works, ZTN visited Athens Mine and spent time with artisanal miners.
Yeah. So I've just been underground. This is the space where artisanal miners work with the staff at Athens Mine. We're just going to discuss with one of the miners. If you look behind me here, just ask Munya to just come close. You can see that my colleague was down there. So we're just going to discuss with him how the partnership with working with the mine has empowered them and how much they're making from this partnership.
chanyanya kusanduka ndechekuti paurongwa hwakaitwa neanteni mine ndezvekuti taakushanda zvepamutemo hatichashandi chirohwa nehana kana kuti hanzi tozotya mashurupu aiwa takungoshanda.
As Zimbabwe angles for a US $12 billion mining economy by 2023, such synergies are critical. Taku Chiambakwe for ZTN News.
One of Zimbabwe's largest seed houses, Seedco, is targeting to penetrate foreign markets to improve revenue. Company Chief Executive Morgan Zwere says the firm is targeting the West African market.
It is a business that has done well, particularly over the last 20 years in terms of penetrating the African markets. We are now the biggest seed house in markets like Zambia, Malawi, Tanzania, and so on. And we are opening up new markets. Very excited about markets like Nigeria, very big markets. You know, there are well over 200 million people in Nigeria who all need to be fed.
Now, in international news, the United Kingdom has banned flights from South Africa. This comes as South Africa recorded 2 cases of a new potent COVID-19 strain over the weekend. From December 24, 2020, visitors arriving in England who have been or transited through South Africa in the previous 10 days will not be permitted entry and direct flights will be banned. The British government said the ban excludes cargo and freight without passengers. British and Irish nationals, visa holders and permanent residents will be able to enter but must self-isolate for 10 days. People who share a household with anyone self-isolating after returning from South Africa will self-isolate for 10 days as well. Now let's take a look at sports news. For Zimbabwe netball captain Felicitas Kwangwa, Christmas is love. Kwangwa, now based in England where she is playing for Surrey, is ready for a new Christmas experience. She might be away from home, but the love she is getting makes her cherish the festive season.
It's almost Christmas time. I hope everything is in order now. Everything is going according to what you planned, because I know people normally have great plans for Christmas holidays. For me, this time around is going to be a different case. My first Christmas ever away from home and away from my family. Yeah, at first, like during the first days of December, it really affected me when we were doing like our Christmas decorations at my new place. I was like, oh God, it's almost Christmas and I won't be with my family. You know how it feels. But somehow, me and my new family were great plans for Christmas holiday. So I'm so excited. I can't wait for the Christmas day.
Moving on, Diego Maradona's autopsy has revealed that the Argentina football legend had no signs of alcohol or narcotics consumption at the time of his death. Maradona died of a heart attack on November 25. He was 60 years old. The autopsy revealed that the 1986 World Cup winner had problems with his kidneys, heart and lungs. The autopsy had been ordered as an investigation into his death to see if there was any negligence in the healthcare provided. That's all from News Blitz in 2020. It has been quite a journey. We leave you watching Christmas messages from Jab Preza, Mbeu, Joe Sachs, and Massa. Have a wonderful festive holiday.
Havasivese mashamwari anofila sori paunorwadziwa no. Ndongoti Merry Christmas kwamuri mose and a prosperous New Year. Make sure kuti stay safe and muzichengetedze nguwa ye festive season inoyemaiza. It's your boy.
I'm chilled with this guy. We just want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2021. Kudos to you for surviving 2020. It was hectic, but you made it this far. And yeah, man, like, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Waitaka kutingukira wasimukane ndutambamana nakatione ahi unenge panangana denga rinoridza ngoma tambamana nakatione. Right, nechitamba tichizvifarira zvedu festive season hapana kana chakaipa. Chikumbiro changu bedzi ndechekuti kufamba muroad especially vanodriver mungoziva kuti kana zuva racho muri imi manwa amusiri muri kugara pasteering. So ndingokushuvirai Christmas yakakomborerwa goredzva nyowani risina covid. Ndokushuvirai gore risina covid. Todaira kuti Mwari ashandiswe munamato edu. Tokudai nemoyo wese. Guys, thank you nekundisupporta. Thank you nekuteerera music yangu kwemakore nemakore ese. Thank you nema views ese. Muramba muchisa pa music yangu. Thank you so much.